Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can animate your camera in React 3 Fiber using camera controls. So let's get started. So first let me show you guys the output. So here you can see these all buttons are leva buttons. So basically leva is kind of like a debug UI which you use. Typically you should not use this in production, so I'll minimize it for now. I'll talk about it more later on. So I just refresh my application. Here you can see we are getting this animation first. Then if I just move here, you can see we are getting this animation. So we are displaying the Apple logo, then we are displaying the camera, and then we are displaying this particular action button as well. So yeah, that's what this is all about. So let's see how to achieve this. Also, these are all the buttons. So here you can see I can just do in out. So to play a different animation or to debug it, we use this particular leva buttons. If I want to move diagonal, I can move, rotate up, rotate down, left, right as well, and then fit to box and fit to sphere as well. So there are a few things. So yeah, let's get started. So first I have created a React.js application. I'm using Vite, but if you want you can use Next.js or any other React framework as you feel like. And also I'm using Tailwind CSS. So inside the public folder, first I have added the GLTF or GLB model which I want to use. Okay, once that is done, then inside package.json I have added React 3 Dray, React 3 Fiber, then Tailwind CSS Vite, leva. Tailwind CSS is only for the text things or the HTML which you see, nothing more. And yeah, that's all there is to it. And inside vite.config.ts I have also added Tailwind CSS import as well. Then inside index.tss, this is the styles which I'm using. And yeah, let's go to app.tsx, where all the code resides. So firstly, these are all the imports which I have. Okay, now from where did I get all these positions? So you can ignore these positions for now, we'll talk about it later on. So first I have set the small screen threshold for mobile screen as 900, and these are the different sections like intro, titanium, camera, action button. So depending on where exactly we want to animate. Okay, then here I have set the section use state as 0 for start. This is leva. If you want to hide it, you can I think use the hidden property of this. So if you want to hide it, you can use hidden. So here you can see it went away, but I want to use it. Okay, then here is our canvas camera, here is color, this is the experience React component which I will show you shortly, and this is the UI section. So first let me just quickly show you the UI section. It's just normal HTML, nothing else. So whenever the section changes, we just pass this particular prop to it. So I'll simply scroll through this. Here you can see nothing much. This is all basic HTML and nothing else really. Okay, I'll simply scroll through this. So yeah, that's it. Now let's do one thing. Let's come back to our app.tsx experience component. So here you can see first we get controls for our camera controls, and there is one box and sphere as well, which will help us to decide like how you want to animate. So here is use controls for leva. So this is for settings. Here you can see this is the animations which we are applying. Again, this is not really part of production, but this is just for part of debugging all these use controls. Okay, so you can play around with all this button. This is for in and out animation, this is for truck animation, so up, left. Again, these are not really important. This is for rotate animation. If you want to comment this one out, you can. Then here you can see this is the fit animation. So we have our box as well as sphere, right? So we want to fit it to the box as well as sphere as well, so that's why. And then these are some helper animations as well. Now the important thing starts from here. So here first we have an intro animation. So here you can see this is the intro animation. So this is how we do it. So we have first apply the dolly effect and then the rotate effect. That's what we are doing. And then once the animation is finished, we update the state, and then we call play transition. So depending on where play transition is basically all the camera position which we will be soon talking about. So this is for mobile, okay, and this is for desktop. So inside use effect we call this intro animation. Okay, and we have another use effect. So once intro animation finishes, then we call this play transition. Okay, so yeah, that's what we are doing. So here is our camera controls. here we are applying reference. So this mouse buttons, everything is 0 and touches is equal to 0 because we don't want the user to move this particular GLTF model. So here you can see I'm trying to move my cursor but not able to move it. But for now I will just comment this one out, because to get the camera position we require this to move it. Okay, then here is our box geometry as well as sphere geometry. So if you want, I can just unhide this for a second. Command S to save. Here you can see this is how it looks like. I'll just do a quick refresh so that I can move my 3D model as well. So here you can see I'm able to move the 3D model. So hopefully you got the, again, this particular shapes completely depends on your GLTF model which you're using, not necessary which you need to take this. All right, then here is our GLTF model and here is the group for that. Then this UI I have already shown you, right? Now coming to the most important part is, okay, let me quickly check. Okay, now coming to the most important part, how did I get all these positions, right? So this is for, I'll just tell you this you can automatically manage by yourself. You just have to go to the responsive design mode of your device or of browser and get the position. So to get all this position, what you can typically do is scroll down and here we have this get look at button, right? So suppose I want to go to this particular position. So I'm moving the GLTF model with my mouse cursor. Okay, and suppose I want to display something like this. So what I can do is I can just, okay, I'm not able to right click. I'll just refresh. I'll quickly click on right click, inspect. Okay, I'll go to console. Okay, now here I'll just make it quite big and here you can see I want to show it like this. Now to get this particular position, you can just click on this get look at and here you can see it will give all the positions to you. So you can just copy all these positions, all the six positions, and just paste it over here. So that's what I have done over here. Similarly for this, it completely depends on you what you want to display. Same thing for this as well. That's it. That's all the thing. That's the main nitty-gritty of this. So that's how you can easily animate your camera. And now if I just uncomment this, I won't be able to move the 3D model by myself. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.